Alright, well welcome to another Bootstrap Rebalance game, this time between CIO and Super Noodle, aka Samurai, aka Dragon D Daniel.
We are under attack.
I am currently streaming this to Twitch, because I can. The map is Split Fronts, which is probably the most popular map we have at the moment. At least it's the one I'm seeing the most of. Oh, pardon me. I love the aggression here from Super Noodle. Assassin one way, slaves the other way. It's pretty standard in early aggression, but it came out so early. I might actually slow this. Well, no one of those the games are going so fast. They default to 90 speed. Let's drop that down so we can actually see it going a bit easier. And I can talk about other stuff rather than just the insaneness that everyone's doing. Those slaves are going to get up and do a bit of damage. Another assassin coming out. Both players have the archers stacked on their lord. These assassins that went out to the left obviously got dealt by this archer here. But we do have an... It's unfortunately that he gave himself away for a woodcutter. And now he's been chased down. Or is he? Yeah, no, he's been found. CIO's deliberately trying to find him. Or is he? No, maybe he's not. Maybe he thinks he's dealt with him. Clearly the Slingers dealt with those other archers as they went up. We've got an assassin coming in on the left here. I kind of want to watch this guy going, but we'll just quickly check over these archers. Fortunately, Super Noodle's not patrolling his archers, so he's going to lose this one. Back up to that assassin, which is turned around to come home. Why are you turned around to come home? He was obviously using the rally point and set a new rally point for this guy, and forgot he had that guy all the way out here, right next to a quarry. And instead of fighting, he's just... And the assassin doing work. 2 houses goes down from CIO. Luckily, he didn't get too much issues with crowding. You should reduce your AKs. Yeah, you should. I don't know why it's the chat is looking so horrendous over there, but I'll sort that another time. Those horse archers did survive and coming back around to annoy. The assassins doing a lot of work, have taken out all 3 iron mines, and it does not look like Super Noodle has figured it out yet. Yes, he has. But he's going to lose that granary. The more slingers. That's a lot of units forced out to deal with this. These assassins have done work. And then you got horse archers over here killing workers, which is also very good. Horse archer over here, so this shouldn't be able to get any real value for CIO. Well, CIO comes and deals with it. Yes, it will. And there you go, start to shoot back finally. Very delayed. Over here we've got an assassin coming out. Must have taken out a farm there. And this area is controlled by CIO again. CIO's got pretty good map control on both sides. Another assassin trying to come in now. A lot of slingers just sitting around. That's a lot of investment that Super Noodle's just not getting enough value out of. We are starting to move into troop production, European troop production, instead of all these mercenaries. 2 Fletchers, 1 pole turner here for Super Noodle. And CIO's got 3 pole turners and 2 Fletchers. I mean, 2 Fletchers to 2 Fletchers. In the range department, they're equal. And just CIO's going to just be able to get a ton more units, especially with those Spearmen. Those Spearmen can just roll over when you get so many of them. Unless Super Noodle starts looking into getting into maces. He does have plenty of stone, plenty of wood. He really needs to be deciding how to use that right now. He's probably distracted by trying to claim some of this map control back. But right now, map control is not the problem. Alright, we've got Blacksmith, which means he's going to try to go into Maceman to deal with the Spearman spam that CIO is going to go for. And CIO is going straight into swords, looks like. Swords and potentially even knights. Which is going to be very difficult. We do have our first in here for CIO. These guys here just sitting around, these hunters, are a little bit annoying me. You've still got a ton of stone and a ton of wood. You need to be using those, guys. At this point, you need to be catching up on that lower eco. We've got archers coming up over here. Let's circle this around so we can actually see the fight. That Horsearcher was doing a lot, but that's what these Spearmen are being sent out for. Spearmen are doing 2 times damage to mounted units such as Horsearchers compared to vanilla. Let's head back around this way. Super Noodle has claimed that, but he still has all that wood and stone. Either you need to work into a lot more pole turners or a lot more archers, or go into a bread economy to be able to afford to buy tons of slingers, tons of horse archers, maybe going into shields and siege or whatever. Having this much resources sitting around when you're behind on the economy, I mean, it looks like you're actually pretty alright, but in reality you're not. Just because of those extra 2 pole turners are going to be a really big problem really quickly. And the fact that he's getting extra gold from these inns here. I mean, elsewhere, I mean, he's got more farms, but I think that those farms are mostly more because of these 6 hunters, which aren't being used. Take those out, he's actually got less, so. But we do have our inns coming out. 2 means that he'll be able to get -6 attacks. If at this point, you may as well get another one and get a few more houses. We've got 2 for CIO, but CIO's got only room to have full coverage. Looks like CIO's pushing Super Noodle back on the left-hand side. Slaves coming forward on the right. Could easily burn these 2 farms, and that would be actually very beneficial for them. There's nothing defending them. These slingers aren't going to be enough. I mean, but these lords are out and very vulnerable. You could probably do something with that. But I think Super Noodle is... Oh no, he's lost to one of his pole turners. And there goes a thing, and this is going to be a huge problem. He hasn't realized it. He's almost dead, but so he's obviously had to fight his way through to get there. But I mean, being able to destroy 2 weapons production buildings is huge. Massive value out of him. And if CIO comes back and targets another one, it's going to be even bigger. I'm surprised neither has claimed this close stone here. Wait, who has been fought there? Clearly there must be an assassin or something in here, or slaves to deal with that quarry. Those slaves definitely did get those buildings here. Let's switch off the eco. Buildings destroyed, 15 for CIO, 10 for Super Noodle. But also the buildings that CIO was destroying were much higher value. Whereas Super Noodle's been getting a lot of low value farms and woodcutters, although he did get those 2 hovels. Versus CIO getting weapons buildings and iron mines. He did get that thing and replaced one of the buildings. Looks like we are going to get into some knights and or swordsmen with the metal armors coming out. Still a lot of wood stacking up here that needs to be used either in more weapons production or wheat. And it, it is the amount that's there is starting to get to be there. And as you see, slowly CIO's power bar up top here is pushing in towards Super Noodle's side of the bar. And Super Noodle's having to invest a lot into defense. That, I mean, you placed all those killing pits and still looks like he didn't use any wood at all. 2 dog cages. Oh, massive army coming into the back here. This could be problematic. And I don't think Super Noodle's noticed. All his units are still hanging out here with nothing, defending from nothing. Let's circle around so I can actually see this fight going down. The dog's trying to get in there, but they've been completely avoided. Swords coming out, I like to see that. Although they're not really the unit you want in this position. But all the units stacked onto one tile. It's going to be an interesting fight. And that actually worked out for Super Noodle. I'm actually very impressed. I did not expect that. We did get another couple hobbles taken down here, though. Luckily, his population was down low enough because they got killed here. That didn't really hurt him too much. Circle back around the right way so that we're not confused. Also, these stone quarries here aren't really used very often. Nice, trying to claim the, well, at least prevent CIO from owning that central hill. CIO does have more units to try to push back, and that power bar is still just moving into his favor. This amount of wood, and we don't have enough hops or beer, so he's not getting the popularity bonus from that. He's still trying to survive off 74 population with apple farms, and he does not have the map control to maintain apple farms, so he just can't maintain his food. He's going to have a very, very big popularity issue very soon. He's just had to purchase in beer. This is problematic. Wait, what was that? Did he just destroy his own? He's going to be trying to cover his popularity with only beer. Wait, what has he done? Oh, he's moved his granary down to be more efficient. But he doesn't have the map control to do that. The one swordsman? The swordsmen have been buffed to be a bit more of a melee unit, but I still don't think they're the best. I guess per unit they are a good unit to go, and we've got monks coming out now from CIO, which is going to be a big problem. Horsearchers coming from Super Noodle, which is probably what you want against this army. But this is just really, really frustrating me. The amount of wood here. Either make a massive breed eco so you can tax extra, and sell food, or find some way to get a bunch more pole turners with your stone income, because the pole turners only cost stone and wood last I checked, unless that's been rechanged again. Even if you're just going to immediately sell those spears, getting the extra pole turners with that much wood, you need to do something with the eco with that much wood there. An extra armorer.
Stealthy assassins will sneak into your castle.
Hey Aldrus, how's it going? We're just here watching Super Noodle get absolutely wrecked. Shields coming in now. Towers ain't going to do nothing against shields. You may as well have not placed the tower if you can't get your own shields. That's a lot of slaves. I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to do with those slaves, because you can't tax on 0 popularity. A lot of spears coming out on the left side. Those dogs doing work against those spearmen, though. Yeah, I think that's probably because I've just tried to put too high a quality on the stream. I'm recording it separately as well. Yeah, oh, ouch, that's the stream quality went down to about 100 kilobytes a second when it's supposed to be set for around 3,500. Yeah, where I am at the moment is just not very good internet, to be honest. Unfortunately. I have to go. I mean, I'm going wireless. If I go wired, it's even worse. Just because of, I guess, how the cables go. Like, I have to move back upstairs to do it. Basically, I'm living in a 2-storied house, and the top story is being renovated, and I'm going to be putting that onto Airbnb. And so I've moved into the downstairs unit, but unfortunately, the internet's upstairs, which just means that my internet's worse, and the internet wasn't even that good. Calling the GG here for Super Noodle. These archers are too far behind; they really need to be up there. Well, I said G. I'm assuming that's calling the GG. And with this amount of units coming up, and Crossbowman, Super Noodle doesn't have anything that justifies it. Lost the barracks, lost 2 inns. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the recording is going to be perfectly fine. I've got that going to my hard drive, so it should be fine. When I get out, I'm going to change the stream quality. So once this game is over, but until then, we'll continue watching. Oh, going for a curtain wall. I mean, that's expensive. Not too expensive, but it's expensive enough. When he doesn't really have any interior eco to be really surviving off. If we go back over to this thing, I mean, he's got less weapons production at the moment now as well. I mean, at this stage, sell most of those metal armor, and get a whole lot of fletchers or something. I don't know. You need that eco just needed to be higher, and that is the end of the game. Super Noodle has called the GG. I mean, the KD was pretty dang close down here. It's pretty close here. CIO's gold was much higher, as we kind of expected. Higher food, a lot less wood, which kind of explains why there was so much sitting around for Super Noodle. Much more stone, because he had the map control to be able to get that extra stone. More iron. He actually got pitch, which is kind of amusing. But those weapons is probably where the difference came in. 435 weapons to 247. That is a massive difference. Producing almost 800 to a bit over 500. That hurts. That hurts.